Hello everyone, and welcome to The Parted Veil. I'm Ryan Lang, also known as the Mind Player, and I'm joined by my good friends.
Hi, I'm Cassie Lang. I'll be playing Penelope Waters, the human Aquium architect.
Yeah, and I'm Tim. I play Draven, our Phantom Dwarf Rogue. Phantom Rogue Dwarf. That's better.
Whatever. And I'm Cameron. I play Amara Well. She is a half-elf bard.
Nice. Now, just before we get rolling with the story here, we have a few announcements that we want to talk about.
The minis that we'll be using were printed using Banana for Scale 3D printing services, and you can use our code MINDPLAYED20 to get 20% off your first order until the end of 2025.
Yeah, and if you guys are enjoying what you see and would like to give us a little extra support, we do have a Patreon. You can check that out in the description below. That gives you access to our Discord channel, so you can chat with all of us one-on-one. So it'd be great to see you there. If you're interested and think it's worth supporting, please check it out.
And we are worth supporting.
Yeah, we are.
And the music that you're hearing today is Carl Casey's at White Bat Audio, which you can buy on Bandcamp or listen to on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and great stuff. Now, if you like what we're doing, please give us a like, comment, subscribe. All of it helps. It helps feed that YouTube machine. So any help is very much appreciated. And thank you to all who have already done that.
Yes.
As well as, I believe, as you said, our Patreon supporters. So
Yeah.
All right. Let's get ready. Mara. So those first few weeks after the woman passed in the hospital, they were lonelier than you have ever felt. You found yourself going out doing your guide work, taking people throughout Imralia, but even though they were never around when you did the guide work, it's almost as if they're more distant than ever, because, well, they are. But there's an emptiness there. It took about 3 weeks of this before you decided you needed to go looking. You quit your job, packed your bags, and very soon found yourself in another country that you had never experienced before, with different cultures, different ideas, and it was probably another 3 weeks after that before you ran into Draven. This memory, of course, is spinning through your head as you walk through the castle courtyards, passing by various large houses, larger than you've ever lived in. They are decorated with large amounts of gold and silver. There's statues and gargoyles. It's teeming with servants and handmaidens and guards all over the place. There's gardens and walls, and you're very much out of your element. And very soon, you find yourself with your two companions standing at a large wooden door that is a gate into a courtyard beyond. The guards standing there, they stand at attention, and one of them looks at the three of you and says, "Can I help any of you?"
Sorry, I just want to make sure that I'm understanding where we're at. We're at the gate of my father's land within the castle?
Yes.
Not the kingdom gate.
Yep.
Okay.
You ready, Mara?
I didn't think I'd get this far. I am wondering if, and I don't have his name. Did you give me his first name?
I did.
I didn't write it down.
Kendrick.
Yes, okay. I am here to speak with Kendrick.
Do you have an appointment with him?
I don't, but I think that he would be very interested in hearing what I have to say as well.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or a persuasion roll, I guess is what that would be.
Come on, get that bardic persuasion.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
What did you get?
Well, I rolled a 2, so that's a 7 altogether.
That's a 7. Trucy says, "I'm afraid I just can't be letting strangers in through the gates."
How do we book an appointment?
Well, considering he is in charge of much of the land around this area, what is your purpose? Why do you want to speak with him?
Yeah. Not my secret to reveal.
Yeah. It is private matter that I'm not at liberty to share with you right now, but if you could let him know that I'm here, and if he'll meet me outside the gate, that's fine. Let him know that my name is Amaruel Glendale.
All right. Okay. We can do that. I'll send for a servant, and we'll see if we can get something arranged. Okay. So the guard calls for a servant, who comes through the courtyard and enters, comes through those doors, and he gives him the message. The servant runs off, and the guards kind of stand back at attention, and they're eyeing the three of you up, but they don't say anything. Is there anything you do, or do you just awkwardly wait?
I'm so anxious.
I feel like this would just be the epitome of awkwardness, right?
I would, yeah. Like, I'm standing there, a million thoughts are racing through my head. Does he have a family? Does his family know that I exist? Am I about to ruin things? Will he want to see me? Well, he knows I exist, obviously. Because he gave me magic to be kept a secret. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm so stuck in my head that I'm not really doing anything outwardly as I wait.
I'd probably like kick the rock.
Just kick a rock around.
Draven's just feeling real awkward and like, I don't know what to say to anybody right now.
Draven's like, hey guys, want to see something cool? Ding! No.
Yeah. No. Not here. It's also broad daylight.
Yeah, that's true. So, what happens is an awkward about 12 minutes
Oh no.
goes by. It feels
an
like
eternity.
hours, right?
Would feel like hours.
And what happens is somebody opens the door, and a female character steps forward, and she approaches the three of you and says, "The master, my father, is not available at the moment. He's in the garden. He's not to be disturbed. I want all of you to give me a perception check."
Ooh, all right.
Nope.
16.
7.
7 as well.
Okay.
Good job.
Mara, you immediately recognize very similar features of her and you. Like very similar features.
Yeah.
There's an obvious difference, but
She's not an elf.
yeah. And as she's talking to you, she says, "I could leave a message for him if you'd like," but she's staring at you with kind of this awkward.
Does she see it too?
She's looking at you, and then she pauses and says, "Excuse me, do I know you?"
No, but
You just look very familiar.
yes. If you could leave a message with your father, I would love a time to return, even. If you could give me a time that I could maybe meet with him in private and then speak with you as well.
Well, I'm available at the moment if you want to speak with me.
I do need to speak with the master first.
Okay. Well, you could come back later today. He's usually only in the garden for the morning.
Okay. What time?
How about you come back just afternoon?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And as the door shuts, you like the guards are shutting the door and all that. You can see she's still kind of like what? Who is this person? You have to recognize she's walking out. She sees an elf, a dwarf, and a person,
Yeah.
and she's like, but she feels like she knows you. And she's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to make my father angry before I meet him. You know, I don't want to
Yeah.
reveal the secret, but I want to, like, immediately I want to hug my sister. But
Yeah.
I'm like,
Awkward.
Yeah, do I know
it
you?
now.
Not yet.
Not yet, but you're gonna.
At some
Hopefully.
point during
I'm about to blow your
Yeah.
world.
At some point during those like 12 minutes we were waiting, Penn's probably looks at the guard and just like, so, stand here often?
To which he just kind of looks at you and like,
Draven probably would have made some under the breath comment when she was like, "Do I know you?" And then I'd probably be like to Penn, like, "Every time she looks in the mirror."
yeah. Okay. So because it's not far from noon. If you remember, you'd already gone and seen the king, and
Right.
you went to the library. It's late morning as it is.
Yeah.
So you probably have about an hour. What do you do in that hour?
What is nearby us?
So you're in the castle,
Yeah.
in the castle courtyard. It is a community. Like, this is obviously a very family-oriented castle, right? Even though the king lives here, his family lives amongst and with him, just in separate communities. So there are parks, there are gardens, there's even some entertainment just in some of the courtyards. So there's stuff to look at.
Shall we go feed the ducks?
What are we gonna feed them?
Rations.
I don't want to waste my rations. I think the ducks are well fed here.
Probably.
But we should probably go have a team meeting regarding if we are
Yeah,
going
we
to
could,
Crim or not.
we could talk about that.
Yeah.
Is there like a bakery nearby or something?
A little cafe.
Not in the castle.
Right, not in the castle
But-
grounds, but like,
Yeah, you could. There would be a market near. So
sweet.
yeah,
That would be Draven's pick.
a bakery.
Yeah.
We'll wander over to a bakery and chat.
He misses the rock biscuits from Chris.
No. Gonna get me a big old cinnamon roll,
Yes.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yes.
if
That-
that exists.
It does.
The fantasy equivalent of a
Of a
cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
The spices of drung.
Yeah, oh no. A drung roll? That doesn't sound good.
It's better than an orc roll.
Yeah.
So, okay. You go to the market, get some food, chat for a bit. What is your decision? What do you discuss?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think so. The options are go to Crim or go to Najkat.
Mhm.
I think we need to go back to Crim. I feel like that's the center of everything.
I'm inclined to agree. I know we were a bit in over our heads there, but I want to know what's happened to the Deep King.
Mhm. Yes.
And it's not going to be easy going under the mountain, but I think we'll be able to find out a lot of information if we go there.
Yeah. We've still got 2 weeks until
Yes. Yeah, it was about 2 weeks.
2 weeks
So.
until attack. Okay. What if we go to Najkat first and try to gather information there, and then maybe if we go into Crim while troops are going out of Crim, like at the time of the attack?
Well, I don't know that we'd be able to make it to Najkat and back
Yeah.
within 2 weeks.
That's probably valid.
We're
Well, we're
in
capital city.
where in Najkat were we asked to go?
Just somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just anywhere.
I guess we don't know where the attack is happening in Najkat.
Over
yeah.
the
Yeah.
mountains and around would be quite the trek. But if we just like go into the borders of Najka, we might be able to get some information. I just kind of feel like
To go to Najkat, you either travel through the desert,
yeah,
which is perilous, or you
Or
go
go on a
around
boat.
for miles.
Yeah.
Who?
Mhm.
See, I'm thinking, but in reality, Mara would just be like,
Not have much to
Mara's
say.
not part of this conversation.
How long did
There's
it
too
take
much
us
on her mind.
to get from the Citadel to Capital City?
You had
The
horses.
horse-
Or I guess we didn't quite go to the Citadel.
Yeah.
did we? We were
Yeah.
close to it.
Right.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
I think we just crossed,
Yeah,
and then they
somewhere
sent
there.
us.
Yeah, they gave you some war horses, and you were able to. It took like 3 days or something, I think.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I think it was
Yeah.
like a day and a half.
I mean, I like your idea about us going to Vrakum when the troops are engaged in other places,
Yeah.
but that does give us ample time, perhaps, to strategize about a way to get in there.
Yeah. I think it would be easiest to get at the heart of what's going on, unless we think we could do anything to prevent the attack by being in there earlier.
Well, if
Which
if
is
we were in Najkat during the time of the attack, we might be able to lend a hand. Maybe find more out about this. Whoever it was that was going to be in Najkat, I
Ander.
forget which. It was Ander.
Ander,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
what's going to be? It sounds like you guys
To
want to go to
Krim.
to Krim.
Wait.
Well, it's tricky. It's tricky because
Just when I think I know what you're doing, you change it on me.
trying to get to Najkat and like find out where this attack is taking place would probably take us 2 weeks, and we might be able to help with that battle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But if we went to Vrakum, then we're just sort of finding information. And while we're doing that, probably battles would be taking place.
Or we rescue the Deep King and slay some leaders before they attack.
Ooh, stop it all together.
Are we that
I mean,
strong?
I like the
Level
thought,
5's going after
Pen,
some
but
bosses.
for the moon. eh?
rescuing the Deep King, we have no idea what we're getting ourselves into with that.
Yeah.
I mean, my heart lies in Vrakum. I need to know what's happening there. There's something in me that I just need to know, but if you'd both rather go to Najkat, I'll go with you.
Take a vote.
Mara's vote is duplicate Draven.
Alright. So it sounds like 2 for Krim, 1 for Najkat. I think you're
I'll go to
outvoted.
Krim.
Okay.
I
Okay. It
think
is.
All right.
My vote
Okay.
was Krim from the beginning.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, that was kind of the first thing.
So you debate over your cinnamon rolls,
Yep.
your drung rolls.
No, we're not making that
Do
a
not
thing.
call them drunk roll.
and about an hour goes by, and it's just afternoon.
Alright.
I feel like we're gonna be sitting there, like, finished our stuff, just being like, so?
I'm just gonna go over and just like give Mara a hug.
I have been looking or been wanting to know him my whole life. And I've been looking for almost a year now. And I don't know. I don't know what to do. You'd think in all of this time I'd have come up with a plan. But I don't have one. Let's go see how this goes.
Good luck.
Do you want us there, or would you like to go by yourself?
If you could walk with me there, and then I'll meet him
Of course.
alone, I think. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Make sure I don't pass out on the way there.
Yeah.
All right. So you find your way back through the castle, back to the gates. The guards, of course, know who you are, and they say, "We've been asked to let you in. and they point you to the door of a very large manor, right? And you go up and use the door knocker, I guess.
Yep.
Before you knock on the door, Draven's going to kind of be like looking at the ground, kicking his feet a little bit, and then he's going to turn to you and just say, I know it's not much, but whatever happens in there, just remember you've still got me and Pen. If it all goes south.
Thank you. I hope it doesn't, but
Me too.
So you
Thank
two
you.
are going to
Me
wait
too.
outside then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. We're like
Alright.
inside the gates, but
Yeah,
outside
you're
the house.
you're in the front courtyard.
Yeah.
So you
Pretty garden.
you go up, you knock on the door, they wait, and a servant answers and allows you to come in. And he brings you into this large sitting room and just asks you to take his seat and says it'll only be a minute. And it is about a minute, but it seems like an hour.
Yep.
Right? And I got a burp coming. Oh, excuse me, that was bad
That's
timing.
good to help. No, that helps because I'm like, I should not be that into this, but like my heart is.
It sounded like you were going to die.
And you
game's
finally
over.
see,
It's coming!
so you're sitting there, and you hear a creak at the other side of the room, and a man walks in, right? And the first thing he does is he walks in, and he scans the room, and he sees you. And the first thing that exits his lips is he says, "Aranea? No, you're not her." And then you see like the gears are turning, and he goes, "Marwell." And he awkwardly shuffles his feet for a moment. And he comes over and he takes a seat on a couch across from where you're
Oh
sitting.
my goodness, this is torture.
And he just kind of puts his hands like this. He's like, "This is really real, isn't it? You're actually here."
And you know why I'm here, obviously.
No. But I can maybe make a few guesses. It's been a long time. You probably don't even remember. One of the first things that strikes you is just how old he looks. Your mother never looked this old. In fact, your mother never looked much older than you, as elves seem to not age. But he has lines and wrinkles where obvious stresses have been in his life, where he's perhaps laughed and there's the curling in his eyes. There's a weariness about him that comes upon all of the more mortal races. And yet you begin to see features. His jawline is the same as yours. The way that his ears are is very similar to yours, and you see these similarities. To which he says, as you're deep in thought, he says, "How did you find me?"
My mom mentioned your name once, and when she passed,
To which he sits up very straight at that.
yeah, she gave me just a little note. It's kind of a hint on how to find you, and it's been almost a year now that I've been wandering aimlessly. I didn't even know which country in our world to go to. But I found you.
Indeed. So, Aranea is gone.
Unfortunately.
Did she suffer?
Not much.
You see, there's a sadness that comes upon him.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well, I'm sorry. I thought about coming back many times. I almost did it twice. I packed up and I stood at those gates. I guess I couldn't face the shame. I hid you away. And I'm sorry. And with that, he gives you a huge hug.
Oh, good. Mara cries.
Yes, and he does too.
Mara like leans right into that hug.
Which he
and
does.
Cries.
He says, I need to introduce you to your sisters and your brother.
And with that, Mara lets out a huge sob. Louder than the rest of the cries.
I should say half siblings, but here, come, and he brings you into another room where, as he opens the door, there's somebody literally on the other side. He hits them with the door. He's like, Cora!
Nice.
He says, I'm sorry, Dad, I couldn't help it. And it's the girl who came to meet you at the gate. It's like, well, you've already met Cora. And you see this girl, she seems to be in her early 20s, right?
Okay.
And then he points, this is Valerie, the youngest. And she just turned 18, actually. And then he points over to a boy who's kind of leaning against a chair in the background. He's in a full suit of armor. It looks like he might be part of the royal guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got some sort of decoration to him. And he's like, and this is Augustus, or August for short. You're my oldest. This is my second oldest, he says to Augustus, who's like, okay, I've been demoted. To which he says, your father says, were there others with you earlier?
There were. It's kind of a long story, but as I was looking for you, I found a detective, and I thought he could help me find you, but I asked if he could help me find my dad, and he was like, is your dad dead? And I was like, I have no clue. So, and this is where all the
He's like,
all
not a
the
very
words
good
have
detective.
That would be your first question.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just Mara's
his life,
just
not my
rambling
specialty.
all
Yeah.
of the words that she like hasn't been able to say for the past few hours. We're just like,
All of it comes out.
and then I realized he does really cool detective work with kind of dark magic and dead, and it intrigues me, and he traveled, and so I thought I would join him, and so I've been wandering the world with him solving a case, and the case actually led us here, and this is just a byproduct, but anyway, they're just outside.
The case led you here, he says, obviously concerned, like, I'm not in any trouble, am I?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he calls to a servant, and he sends them away, and a servant comes out and invites the two of you in.
In we go.
When you come in, you can see that they're in what looks like a kind of a large dining hall, right? And Mara and 3 other younger individuals are all sitting around this table, kind of chatting away. And then just off a little bit is an older fellow who's obviously her dad, and he's sitting there just kind of grinning and listening. You're crying.
A little bit.
Gotcha. And to which he says, this must be the detective and friend.
Hey.
Oh, this is
You didn't get mentioned.
this is Draven and Pen. And guys, this is my dad. And my siblings, this is August and Valerie and Cora.
Nice to meet you.
Pleased
all.
to meet you all.
To which August is like, you work with dead people?
Well, yeah, a little.
Well,
we work. We're a paranormal detective agency.
That's the word I was looking for. earlier.
Undead, dark magic, strange creatures.
well, Valerie's cat died the other day. You think you could help her? To which she's like, shut up!
Well, I
If
don't
this cat
really
comes
bring
back-
things back. I'm sorry to hear about your cat, though.
It's okay, he was old.
Didn't transform into a creepy monster.
No.
No.
Keep it that way.
All right. So they call for some food and they bring out some appetizers and things and start chatting away the hours with the three of you. You learn about your father that after he struck out looking in Emeralia for this mystical castle, he ran into your mother and they fell in love and they had you, but he realized being part of the noble crown that was not okay. He made a few mistakes. Anyways, he came back and it was not much longer before he married someone down here and became heir of this estate and has been here ever since. He's got a few battle scars from various wars. He tells you some of his stories of even fighting on the borders of the land of the dead. One particularly fun story he talks about is where he was jumped by a few shadows and had to take them down. He seems to want to brag himself up to you. He's making up for lost time.
Does his wife join this?
No.
No.
It does come up that his second, his first wife, I guess, she passed away about 5 years ago.
Sorry.
Okay.
This guy doesn't have very good luck. All his wives dying.
I also share with him that my mother never fell in love again. And it was just me and her. It was just me and mom. So
Mm-hmm.
this is amazing.
So there's laughs, there's tears, there's the whole 9 yards.
And I think that I do go through kind of a range of emotions through the conversation. At one point it's anger, like why didn't you come?
Mhm.
And then it like switches back to like just overjoyed, but like I'm so glad that we're here.
Yeah.
Like
So one of the
yeah.
questions he asked you is, did your mother ever tell you anything about me?
not a lot. I had very little to go off of.
Like,
Your last name she mentioned once and then kind of held it back, and just that you were ashamed that I existed and I needed to be hidden, that you gave me my magic in exchange for her secrecy.
the shame was never you. The shame was me.
And Mara cries again.
Did she ever give you anything?
Just this coin.
Ooh, guess what? I have a coin.
You have a coin!
I have a coin!
Oh,
Just
yeah.
this coin, which I passed you.
Anyways, so he looks at, he's like, oh yes, yeah. I asked her to give this to you when you were old enough not to lose it. It's neat to see it again. It's kind of a funny thing. It's nobody knows where it comes from.
Yeah, I've been looking for the country that it matches.
Makes sense.
And
Makes sense.
I thought that would lead me to you, but
Yeah. No, nobody's ever known where it comes from. I found it once actually.
yeah.
I was walking around in Krim, and it was on the ground, and I picked it up. And that was it. I asked a dwarf if he could identify it. I was thinking if anybody could, one of them would be able to. Maybe you know. And he hands you the coin.
I'll definitely have a good look at it. That's very intriguing. Yeah.
It's minted with the name of a kingdom that it doesn't exist.
What's the name of the kingdom?
I didn't come up with a name.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
But
That's right. If it's
just,
not important.
But not important enough.
Okay.
But yeah, it doesn't exist.
This sounds like it's gonna be relevant later.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. That's
I mean, it's
bizarre.
I wonder if it's just a piece of art. Like, did somebody make up something and then make something to go with it? I don't know.
Maybe.
What
guys-
what knowledge do you have in this country of the halting?
The halting?
The halting.
You can't. Don't try to go through it because you're wasting your time. End of the world.
Pen's gonna step in. Excuse me, and I'm just gonna usher you guys out. We're gonna just push out for a little bit.
Out of the room or out
Yeah,
of
out
the
of the room.
conversation?
Out of the room.
Oh, I'm so sorry about this. As I get pushed out of the room.
Once we are safely out of the room, and I maybe check that Cora's not at the door.
We don't know about that. We weren't there.
When we were at the crack and you guys were walking through, did you guys? You said you saw a floating city, or am I imagining things?
I think that's true. Massive castle floating in the air. Yep. It was an official vision thing.
I don't know. Yeah, but yes.
Yep.
Do you think that might be where the coin came from?
Maybe.
If that vision is real?
Like a world outside of the halting.
Or above us?
Surely if there was a castle in the sky, someone would have seen it by now.
Let's get back to the party.
Unless the halting is a
Ooh.
dome.
You two are getting wild theories here. I think it's more likely what's his name?
A piece of art.
Kendrick said, a piece of art.
Not a very good one. I could have done better.
I agree. It's not great.
Anyway, just had that thought. We can go back to the party now.
Okay. All right. You enter in and they're all just kind of sitting there twiddling their thumbs like, everything okay?
Sorry about that. And I just go off into somewhere else and start eating.
I love Pen, but she's a newer addition to our group. Haven't quite figured out all of her quirks.
You're quite young to be a detective, I must say.
Help out.
She's quite clever with this one. Very good with that aqueum stuff.
Oh, I heard about that. Yes. We don't have much of it around here, but those fancy people in Metaclod seem to be coming up with something new all the time.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of my specialty. I like to tinker with things.
Huh. Well, maybe you could help me with something, he says. He disappears into
Sure.
the other room for a bit.
Okay.
And he comes back and he comes out with what looks like a box, right? A box with a big tube coming out that opens up. He's like, this used to work. It used to play music. I picked it up in Metaclod years ago when I was traveling back, actually, from Emralia. It seems to have worn out. It doesn't work anymore. Could you take a look at it?
Sure, I'll take a look at it.
All right.
Am I able to discern what the
Yeah,
problem is?
you have Tinkerer's tools, right?
I do, yes.
Okay. All right. Give me a intelligence check.
13.
A 13.
Yeah.
Okay. So after
Like an
about-
intelligence, just straight
yeah,
intelligence.
just straight intelligence.
Not like a saving throw.
You can add your proficiency to that because you have Tinker's tools, and you're proficient with them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
So then, 15.
15? Awesome. So it takes you 10, 15 minutes, and you find out that some of the gears inside of it have just ground down over time, and all they
Okay.
need is replacement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Can I work on that? Can I find?
Uh,
Do I have any in my tool bag?
not specific to this, but you'd be able to show him and tell him, and he could order them and
Okay.
get
yeah.
them. No? And point it out, to which he's like, really, is that all it is?
Yeah, it's
Is
that
this-
simple.
And he's looking, you can tell he's looking at it, he's like, I have no idea how this thing works, but to which he's like, well, this is awesome. We can, to which Valerie is like, we can have dance nights again. So, and not with that awful musician who comes over from the courtyard next door. It's essentially a gramophone is
Yeah.
what it is.
That's what I figured.
Okay, all of you give me a perception check.
Ooh, 22.
8.
I just have to remember what my perception is. 9.
9 and 8
Yeah.
and 22. All right.
I am far. I think.
Honestly, Draven is like feeling so awkward at this gathering.
Yeah.
He's
just looking for
not
something.
like not talking to people unless they talk to him,
hmm
and then is just feeling kind of like.
So what do you
Alright.
do during this time?
I mean, if anyone asks me questions or wants to talk to me, I will probably entertain conversation. But more or less, I'm probably just like hanging out, finding a place to like stand out of the way,
Okay.
maybe listen in on some conversations,
Okay. All
grab
right.
something to eat.
Perfect. So at one moment when you're standing near the window, you begin to hear a commotion outside in the courtyard.
I'll definitely have a look at that.
Okay. Looking, you see the two guards at the front gate, and one of them is dragging the other one in through the gate.
I think we might have a problem outside.
To which Kendrick stands up and he's like, what do you mean? And he starts to come over to the window, and he looks out and he sees what's going on. He's like, and he immediately goes to walk out the front door and figure
Likewise.
out what's going on.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would go with.
Everyone, you
Yeah,
all
well,
follow?
I
I would
see
go
Draven
with-
leave.
Okay.
I'll leave.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you all get to the front, and the one guard is stooped over the other guard, who is kind of like he's like convulsing, and Kendra's like, what's going on? What's wrong? And he's like, oh, I don't know. He just started acting funny.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
Yep. Go ahead.
12.
Okay. Medically, from what you can see, he's completely healthy.
Okay. That doesn't help anything.
Is there any like, I forget what it is, like a cold burn mark on him or anything?
No, there is not.
No.
Did you see anything? Anyone? He just started doing this. Or?
He mentioned he wasn't feeling good, and then he started to, like, I don't know, almost retch and feel. He said he was feeling sick, and then he collapsed and started this, and he's almost like convulsing at this point.
This isn't something we've seen before, is it?
No, not
Yeah,
really.
I don't
No,
think I
not
don't recognize it.
necessarily.
Yeah.
Is he's in a full suit of armor, or have we
Yep,
taken that
full-
off in the
full-
medicine
Well, I
check?
would suppose you take off parts of it to
Yeah.
look him over. And as you're looking him over, he grabs you. He suddenly grabs your arm and he pulls your face close.
Okay.
And he whispers in your ear. He says, "It's watching." And
What's watching?
And he doesn't answer again. And at that moment, he opens his mouth to answer a second time,
Does an octopus
and
the
smell
cat all
bad?
his
over again.
tongue grows
the
into
cat
this
all over
large
again.
That's why I was
tentacle
asking
coming out of
about.
his mouth.
Oh, that's why I was asking about the armor. I was like,
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
gonna say something? Oh,
and
no.
he begins to swell, and his armor begins to buckle and even burst in places. And suddenly eyes begin to form in parts of his body.
I advise you
say-
get yourself inside, I say
Wait,
to
did you
Kendrick.
say it's coming?
Yes.
It's watching.
It is
It's
watching, is
watching.
what it said. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to tell Kendrick to get inside.
And
Would any attempt at like curing, like using like a medicine spell?
you may attempt it if you would like.
I would.
I'm
in
wearing
this
my shirt.
scenario.
It's under here. You can certainly,
certainly
try.
try.
Is what it says.
with the dice. Mara
You can
would in the
certainly try.
moment. I know it's probably a waste, but that is what her reaction would be.
Okay.
Do-do-do.
Does the family go inside?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
To which they.
Good.
Well, I should say Kendrick ushers everyone back, but August,
Yeah.
and Kendrick stay near the door.
Okay.
Both of them have swords drawn
All right.
at this point.
Okay, I cast Cure Wounds. Do you want me to roll, or is it a?
I'm just going to say that the spell
It doesn't
fails.
do anything. Yeah.
Spell fails. Okay. And the man begins to swell, his armor begins to burst, and he begins to grow in size. Wailing and screaming in pain and gargling as his tongue gets bigger in his own mouth. His skin begins to melt off of his skull, which begins to elongate and become more toothy, and eyes sprout everywhere, tentacles sprout everywhere, hooks and claws form, and you can all roll for initiative.
While the transformation's happening, can I just talk to the other guard
Yeah.
to just make sure he's not about to go insane and be like, "You're not gonna like this, but in a second we're gonna have to fight this thing."
Okay.
I think also while the transformation is happening, I will start to yell out, "Oh, we have seen this before," and kind of in a scrambled brain way. There was a cat and he turned into an octopus, and there was no way to fix it, and he lost who he was, and we might have to kill this creature.
Thing. All right.
This thing.
So this thing finishes transforming. Okay. And within a blink of an eye, it snatches up the other guard, and it runs around the back of the house into what is the garden.
No. Okay.
And do you pursue it?
Of course.
Heck
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So we've
our
rolled
job.
our initiatives already, and what's going is the creature goes first,
Oh.
and then Mara, then Georgie, Draven, then Pen. Okay? So let's get you set
Are-
up in the garden here.
Are Kendrick and Augustus participating in this as well? Or?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
Okay? So if you don't mind grabbing
probably
these
a
guys and
shout.
setting them at the very
Right in the
beginning.
mouth.
This is the garden. Okay?
Oh.
Essentially, I didn't have anything to create plants and all that, but any of the garden areas would be in these little brick areas
Okay.
here, right?
Little
Here.
alcoves.
Yes, thank you. And I picked up this beastie at our friendly local game store.
Oh
I-
my goodness!
I believe it's a. I think it's from Critical Role,
Okay.
but it works perfectly for what we're going to use. So, yeah,
Thank you, Critical Role.
for
That's,
making an
terrifying.
amazing
Such a
mini.
horrifying creature.
Okay, so
the camera is going, right?
Yeah.
It's recording.
yeah, it's recording.
Yeah.
All right,
I've checked 4 times.
Cool. Okay.
it's counting up.
It is.
Okay,
But let me check again.
so
Yes, it is still counting.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
all right, the first. The creature, when you round the corner into the garden, it's standing in the garden, and from its dripping claws hangs the tattered body of the other guard.
Already dead.
Yes, and it looks at all of you, and instantly, its tentacles, some of them sprout from the back and come flying towards you.
That far away?
What the heck?
Well, let's see. How far away are you, Draven?
10, 20, 30, 45 feet away.
You're 45 feet. Let me bring up this sucker's stats. 45 feet?
Yeah, I guess we're all 45 except
Okay.
Pen is...
It
Well,
steps
yeah.
forward 10 feet, and
Okay.
then it does that. Okay? So, Draven, it goes after you, and it gets a 20 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and you are now grappled.
Oh, I hate
Yes,
that.
you are grappled.
What does that mean?
It means
It means
holding
it's
him.
holding
yeah,
on to him.
I can't move.
Oh, he can't
Yeah,
use
I have
an arm.
disadvantage on attacks.
Disadvantage
and
on
I-
attacks.
And yeah, it doesn't say that attacks against me have advantage. But it says the grappler can drag or carry you when it moves, but every foot, costs extra movement, but it can
Mhm.
move me around.
Aha. What it does do, though, is it's going to swing out at you as well.
Okay.
So it doesn't do damage, it just grapples?
It what it does is it just grapples you with
Okay,
it. No
okay.
damage. Does a 16 hit you?
Sure does.
You are grappled.
Yep.
And then Draven, you are drug because it can only do one of these. You are drugged 25 feet straight towards it. Okay. And that's its turn. Okay, it is now Mara's turn.
Shoot! Sorry, that ruins my plan. Wait, you're still without a 5-foot range, or that is 5-foot range.
I'm 10 feet
He's
away
10
from
feet
10
right
feet
now.
from it. Okay.
He's 10
Yeah.
feet from it.
I scream at this monster. They are my family too, and I cast Ice Knife.
Oh, okay, all right. So roll to hit.
Okay. I'm sorry. I really should know by now. That's still
That's right.
It's
D20.
a spell attack.
It
Yeah.
is a D20 first.
Yeah.
And then you roll your spell, add your spell attack bonus to that,
Okay, which is
which is right at those 3 numbers. Yeah.
17.
A 17, it just barely misses. But
Ah!
it still explodes.
Yeah,
It
even
does
on a
still
miss.
explode. Which is 2d6.
And then does it have to make a save, or is it just?
The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
A dex
or
save.
take.
So a dex save, it got an 11, so it failed.
Yeah.
And
4 damage. It's not a lot, but
okay, 4
that's
damage.
something.
It's something.
All right, Georgie.
Georgie is going to fly over and force blast. Good little boy.
Yeah, we really need a
Oh,
Georgie
he
mini.
misses. I'm pretty sure he misses.
What do you get?
2
If
plus
it's
7.
Yeah, he
If
misses.
it's 17
Completely
missed,
misses.
then, or
Yeah,
was it
shoot.
16? Yeah.
Good try, buddy.
All right, Draven, it's your go. So the escape DC, you could use dexterity
And that's my action.
or strength. It would be your action. The DC is 15 to escape. Or you can attack the tentacle itself, doing no damage to the creature, but damaging the tentacle. However, the creature has many tentacles, so freeing yourself from one doesn't mean it can't continue to just use more.
Okay. I'm gonna try and slash this tentacle off me.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my steady aim,
Okay.
so I won't move
Ah.
because I'm grappled.
Yeah. Yep.
And I will. I assume that. Well, let's see. Let's look at this and make sure that it doesn't say anything about grappled. No. It just says, provided you haven't moved during the turn, you give yourself advantage. So
Perfect.
let's do it. So that means I don't have disadvantage. It's a straight roll.
It's a straight roll.
This one.
Natural one.
I chose poorly.
you go
Darn
to
it.
strike it, but like you can't get your hand to your blade. It's got you wrapped up too tightly. Pen, it's your turn.
All right, it is my turn. I'm going to chuck a canister bomb.
Oh,
I have,
this is new.
yep. So one of my Acrum canisters, I'm just gonna yeet it.
Can
this
you throw
way.
it that far?
I can throw it 40 feet.
Oh my gosh!
And
Nice.
then
It must
has
self-propel a bit.
a
that good?
10-foot blast radius once it hits. So I think I measured. I can hit it.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
if you go
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
top
you got
corner
it.
there,
Yeah,
you'll
but
be
I'm trying to
fine.
make sure that doesn't hit Draven. So if I 10, 40.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you got
Draven will not be in it. Yeah. So I'm going to throw that dexterity save DC 13.
It got a 2.
Nice.
All right.
It's a big
so
creature.
that
How much damage
is-
do these do?
I need an extra D6.
I got a bunch here.
Ooh.
3d6 force damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Sweet.
That is 15.
15 force damage.
15
Very good.
force damage.
Very nice. Okay.
And that is that an attack?
That's an attack.
So I have
You
two
can make a
attacks.
second attack.
Yeah, I will make a second attack at the tentacle that's holding me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Go ahead. You have disadvantage on it.
I do.
Do you need a d20?
Nope, I've got him.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
It's always sad to see the natural 20 with disadvantage.
Ooh.
So 8.
Yeah, you are unable. It's got
No,
you wrapped
wait.
tightly.
I did the wrong number. 10.
It's a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, top of the round. The creature immediately reels you in Draven to base contact with
Right
it.
into itself.
Yes.
eh?
At which point it rears up its clawed hands and it comes down on you.
Ouch.
Let's see. Oh, it might miss. An 11.
Yeah, that definitely missed.
Oh wait, I have advantage on attacks against you?
No.
No?
No.
The
Not
grappled
with
condition
grappled.
does not say that.
Ah, that must be one of the newer
Yeah,
rules.
I was looking at it because I'm like, all these conditions I need to double check because things have changed. But yeah, it just says attacks affected. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target. Oh, other than the grappler. I wouldn't have disadvantage on the.
Oh.
well, that's good to know.
Okay, well,
Well,
roll, roll it one more
have
time.
had
No, it's fine.
disadvantage.
That's true. Make one more roll.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Okay, yeah.
Nope.
Okay. So it all comes out in the wash anyways.
Yeah. We know that now, so
Okay,
Yeah.
we're
good. All
Oh,
right.
that's cool. I like that.
On all but the grappler because you're fighting with it.
Yeah.
There we are.
That's
That's
cool.
very cool. All right. So it reeled you in. It made the attack there, and yes, Mara. No, it's not your turn.
Oh.
What I'm saying is its eyes all rotate in their sockets
Ooh.
and they fixate on you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yikes.
The
What-
top left box there. Yeah, those are saving throws.
What does it mean if this?
There's
That just-
no
it just
bonus.
doesn't add
Whatever
anything.
you roll is
What-
what you
okay.
get. Yeah.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
It
That
looks like the
one?
same. Oh, is it a 1? Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's a 7. It's a 7.
That's a
No,
seven.
No,
no,
that's
it's
a
a
1.
1.
That's a 1. Yeah.
Well,
It's a 1.
You take 6 psychic damage,
Ah!
and you are stunned until the end of its next turn. That means you will lose your turn.
Oh,
What?
Man.
Yes, as visions of
Sugar
obscene wriggling things pass
Ugh.
through your mind. And it is now Georgie's turn.
All right, Georgie. Georgie's gonna go force blast it again, or try to. Yeah. 12.
A 12 misses.
Ah, good try, George.
Draven.
Okay. Oh, no, I didn't get damaged because it missed last time.
Yep.
Sorry. I was just double checking. I saw I still had good health. So, I'm still grappled though, right?
You are still
Okay.
grappled.
So I will again not move, but I will get advantage this time
Okay.
for
Are you
real.
so you're attacking the tentacle or it?
The tentacle.
Okay.
I just want to get out of this thing. Well, it's a 17
17
on the
misses.
tentacle. Yeah.
Just barely misses.
Yeah.
It is Pen's turn.
Can I do the extra attack bonus action thing?
Oh yeah, I guess
This
you would
one
be
I
able
won't
to.
get advantage on. It's just a normal attack. But. That'll be better. That's 20.
That hits.
Okay. So no bonus here. It's just a straight one damage.
One damage. So you nick the
Yeah.
tentacle.
No, I
that's,
nick.
that's hitting you. Okay. All right. Pen.
All right. I'm going to attack the tentacle that is holding me
Okay.
with only.
Just have to say, damaging the tentacles don't seem to bother the center mass.
Oh, I understand that, but I want to be able to move.
Yeah, I also don't want to. Oh my gosh.
You guys are in trouble.
We're not doing hot here.
Okay.
This die is fired.
I get another attack.
Oh yeah, you do get another attack. Go ahead.
And I'm just going to use my crossbow at the creature this time.
Now this would have disadvantage, right? Because is it a creature other
Well,
than?
it is the creature that's grappling
It's
me. Is his tentacle separate from him?
That's a good question.
I miss anyway, so it
You-
doesn't really matter.
I think no,
Okay.
but you can. It gives you the chance to attack the tentacle to escape it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you missed. Okay.
Yep.
All right. The creature's gonna try and rend
That was
you
a
again.
lovely turn.
Draven. Ooh, it got a 26.
Mhm.
So
Let's see how bad this hurts.
well, let's find out because it all depends on the roll.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. Ooh, Draven, you take 14 slashing
Oh, that's-
damage
yeah.
as it claws
That's
into
a decent
you.
amount.
Mm-hmm. And
Where is my family? My new dad.
well, considering it's only been 12 seconds, he's not here yet.
Yes.
If he's coming at all.
Yes. Now, Mara, it's going to attack you with a tentacle. Natural 20. It grapples you.
We're all grappled.
Yes, you are all grappled. And Pen, it's going to reel you 25 feet directly towards
All
it.
right. Sounds like a plan.
Whee!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. And now, Pen, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. 14.
14.
Yes.
You take 8 psychic damage.
Oh, okay.
And you are stunned until the end of its
no. Okay.
next turn. Okay, so it is now. So it went. Mara, it is your turn. You are
Okay.
not stunned, so.
Oh yeah, that's done.
Yeah,
okay.
it's turn
But you are
four.
grappled.
But I am grappled, so I
Mhm.
can't.
Move.
You can't move. You can still attack it.
My arms, do they work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I forgot that I could do a bonus action on my last turn too, so I'm gonna be sure to do that. But
Yeah. All good.
first, I'm just going.
How much health are you at,
to-
Draven?
Oh, 29.
Use my dagger.
You use your dagger,
Yeah.
slash at the thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Just barely
Darn
miss
it
You
all.
guys keep-
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I try to take out my dagger,
Mm-hmm.
but okay, my arms are free.
Yeah.
I don't succeed.
Nope.
I go and
You-
I just can't reach in a way that will cut me free or anything. And frustrated, I produce flame and cast it at the main
nice.
mass.
The main mask. Okay, go ahead. Is it a dex save? Or do you just roll to hit, I think?
I think
It's
it
just
might
a
be
roll
just
to
a roll
It's a
to
spell
hit.
attack? Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh
What is
gosh.
going on
You guys
tonight?
are rolling terrible.
There's been so many nat ones tonight. It's not even
All the
funny.
nat ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've all rolled at least one.
Okay.
So frustrated, I go to do it, and I just can't make the
Emotionally
flame
can't
come.
summon
I'm
the
just
flame.
so that
Drained.
it's not working.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, Georgie.
Yeah. Georgie's gonna try and force blast this thing. 8.
An 8? Oh my. Draven, it's your turn.
Okay. Draven is very frustrated, still being tangled in this tentacle and just getting annihilated. So I'm attacking the creature this time,
Okay.
and I'm getting my advantage by not moving.
Yeah. Oh no!
We need new
I rolled a
dice.
1 and an 8, which is 15 is the highest.
You miss.
Oh, yep.
Roll. You have a second attack.
That's
don't
right.
you?
I do get my bonus action attack. Nope.
Oh
It's
my.
14.
Oh my goodness. And Pen, you're stunned.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
I gotta check the.
Just wow.
Oof.
Okay.
Maybe next time I should just try escaping.
So at this point, your dad and your brother come around the corner.
Come around the corner and we're all like,
All
being
right.
pathetic.
Do you mind putting those beside on either side of Mara? Your brother is the knight in shiny armor. Your dad looks like the short, fat one.
Lovely. Let's not
used to
let
be
him
me.
get killed right now.
Okay. Now let me just
Oh, I would cry.
quickly roll Dex. Okay.
Like me,
So-
Cameron, would cry.
We're so pathetic that they're just gonna come in and help us and actually die because we're just like tangled up and stunned.
So-
Don't manifest this.
Your brother goes right after the creature now, and your dad goes after Georgie. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And the creature has 3 of you grappled, huh?
Uh-huh.
Right. It goes for your brother. That is not high enough. It misses him.
Nice.
Of course it misses him, but it hits all of you.
Oh, yes.
That is hilarious. Okay.
The NPCs are gonna come in and rock this thing's world. We're like,
Good
thanks.
job, everybody. It is.
Embarrassing to fail that hard in front of my
Seriously.
dad.
It's going to look at your father, though, and your father needs to make a wisdom save, failing miserably.
Oh no.
Taking, just 5 damage.
That sounds like a lot of damage to me.
And he is stunned till the end of his next turn. And Draven, actually no, Pen. It's gonna reel you in.
Okay.
It's gonna take an attack on you now.
Yep.
So she's reeled in.
It hits. You got 24. And you take 14 slashing damage as it rends into you.
That hurts.
Yeah.
All right. Your brother is going to run. Could you move him 30 feet up?
He can get right there
All
if
right.
he wants to.
He'll make a strike against it. And he makes an attack. He got a natural 1 as it's
Oh.
reeling down.
I was
Oh,
praying
my
for the 20.
goodness.
It's right there. It's right there.
What is wrong with us tonight?
Oh no. Mara, it's your turn.
Okay. I
Do something that makes it make a save so that we don't have to roll dice.
Or heal me.
Well,
I am not looking great.
here's
yeah, if you can
here's
heal.
actually a question now that I'm also being held.
Okay.
Mhm.
The oh goodness, dissonant whispers.
Uh-huh.
If it fails against me, it takes damage and must move as far away from us as it can. Would that mean it drops us?
Ooh.
From us or from you?
I think
From you.
Well,
it would
yeah. I
move.
think it runs
Oh.
from you.
It would drag those who are grappled.
Yeah, which would mean it can move. It has to move slower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
unless you're 2 sizes smaller than it.
Yeah, it's
Which
very
You
large.
are.
Okay.
Yep.
Does not slow down by that.
It's not slowed down.
Oh shoot, because I didn't want to do that because I didn't want them to, but I have to. That's really
Okay,
the
so it's a
only
wisdom
attack
save?
I've got. Yes.
Okay.
Please fail.
You got a 6.
Yes.
Ah.
Okay.
Yes!
So it moves away from you.
Okay.
It goes
And it
how many
takes.
feet? Or it's full movement, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think it's immediately use its full movement.
Save.
So
Must
5,
use its reaction to move as far away from you as it can.
15,
Oh shoot.
20, and it
Where-
drags.
except for the brother,
No,
he's-
yeah, not the
yeah,
brother. He
he's
was
there.
there, right? It drags you two.
He
with-
dropped me.
Nope. You get drug along too.
Oh.
So can you move her 20 feet up?
But then he's not moving away from her, is he?
Well, he's
I feel
trying
like
to. He's attempting to.
Would he not drop her if he's trying to get away from her?
Mm,
The goal is to get away
it's
from her.
an
I think he'd drop
interesting.
her.
It's an interesting
Yeah.
mechanic. Do you know what? Sure. Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay,
The
so he
ruling, it
dropped.
drops you.
Drop
And
you
it
and
also,
run.
I get to roll 5 D6s.
Oh, did you cast
So-
it? Here, take
Yeah.
your pick. There's lots of D6s
I cast it as a
here.
3rd level.
Ooh.
I want 2 of yours, and I want 1 of yours.
There we go.
I want luck from everybody.
Our powers combined.
All your bad rolls. You know 3 odds just make an odd, right?
This is gonna be all 6s.
Dice gods, this is your chance.
Ooh!
Oh!
Okay.
That's decent.
That's
Not
okay.
bad.
18 plus 5, 23 damage.
23 damage. That was
Nice.
awesome.
Well done.
that
Excellent.
is it.
Well done.
Ooh, that
Yeah.
was a good chunk
Thank
of
you.
damage right there. So it
That'll impress
roars.
Daddy.
Yes.
It roars as it seems its mind is attacked directly back by you.
Amazing. And I cast Produce Flame
Ah,
Nice.
okay.
as a bonus action.
Yes.
I'm like,
Roll to hit.
yeah.
How far can you throw that one?
60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
fine.
I did not hit. I
All
get an
right.
11.
Yep. It is now your dad's turn. Or no, Georgie's turn.
Georgie's turn.
Georgie, I guess we'll move up closer again.
Georgie Porgy. Oh,
Critical
Georgie.
hit. Go, Georgie!
That,
Okay.
that little
Yes.
mouse.
All right. I love my mouse. 1d6. 7 and 10 force damage.
10 force damage.
Yes.
It is bloodied.
Oh, yes!
Nice.
We got this, guys.
Okay, all right.
Do this.
That's concerning.
Dad is stunned. Draven.
Okay. For all my Star Trek fans out there, I'm just gonna turn to this guy and be like, I have had enough of you, and just go at it with the scimitar. Here we go.
Okay.
We're getting advantage by not moving. Yes.
You hit it. You
Oh,
hit it.
thank
It's
goodness.
the turn we needed.
And that's gonna be sneak attack,
Oh, yes.
which is 4d6 total.
I see a 6.
Oh, I see
two
two
sixes.
sixes plus a 4, which is 16 plus 4, which is 20 damage.
Oh my
Holy
goodness.
cow!
So it roars in
Nice.
pain as you cut into it. Pen, your turn.
We just needed an
Oh,
audience.
wait, one more attack.
Apparently.
One more attack
Oh,
for my
yeah.
bonus action. That is a 21.
That hits.
2.
2 more damage. Okay.
Mhm.
A little lackluster.
Just a little, yeah.
Hey, it all adds up in the end.
Everything
Wait,
went into
can
that
I also
first
use
one.
Whales from the Grave?
Yes.
What does it have to do? Oh, it doesn't make a save.
No, it just happens.
Oh, it just happens. So
Mhm.
extra 2d6 damage.
Oh my
9.
gosh. Another 9. Okay.
Ha
All right. Pen, your turn.
There's no other creature, so
Yeah.
it's just the one guy. But
All right. Pen is going to attack with her scimitar. I don't have a scimitar. I don't know why I said that. Rapier. Nope. She's gonna try that again.
you know, I realized I'm a complete idiot.
Critical
Oh,
hit!
nice! I could have used Uncanny Dodge when it did 14 damage to me.
Oh no.
That's fine. That's my fault.
I am spending an aqueum canister
Heck
to
yeah.
propel that strike.
Oh, yes, you would. To get your double
So-
propelled damage as well.
2d8 for that. Plus my rapier's a d8. I need extra d8s.
I
The
have
extra
got
there.
a couple if you want. Pick your pick.
I need one more.
There we
The
go.
sharp
No,
one.
like that and one more.
Oh, you.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Why so many? That's crazy.
Because my rapier's a d8 and then my propelled strike is 2d8.
Oh my
And then I
gosh.
got a critical
Critically
hit.
hit.
Yeah.
So that's 68.
Holy crow.
This is insane.
Wait, so critical hit doubles
Doubles.
Your
Yeah,
dice.
doubles
your dice.
How much damage did you just do?
8, 10, 25, 28.
Okay.
28.
So
Sick.
How do
Mixed
you-
with
how
one
do you
force
kill it?
damage and flash damage.
how do you kill it?
I just.
You stab the sword in and like blow it up from the inside.
Yeah. Well, first I like fumble and kind of like trip. I don't know. I'm like, the first attack did not go well, but then I just muster all of my force into that next one with the aqueum canister attached, and I just right into like the heart because I'm like right up to him.
Yeah.
Just like
And yeah,
it's like a jet
it
engine.
just goes in with force.
With force. Okay.
With force.
The thing cries out, its tendrils flaying, and in its death throes, give me a perception check.
Oh no, is it still a person?
Oh, that's correct.
Oh, I did not perceive
I
whatever
think
this
18.
is.
14.
14?
No,
Six.
13.
6?
Yeah, 18 for me.
18? Draven, you notice. In its death throes, every single one of its eyes fixate on the two of you and on Mara in the distance. Like, instead of, like, going around and looking different ways, they all immediately fixate. I need you all to make me a wisdom save.
Oh my gosh. It's watching.
16.
Okay?
9.
Oh, save. Okay, 11.
It tried so hard to be a 19, and then
An
the
11.
die tipped, and it's 9.
It's a 9. Okay, the two of you take this, Draven, you take half. Okay?
Uh-oh.
You take... Oh, I didn't roll very good. I rolled a 1 and a 2. So you take a 7 psychic damage.
Oh my gosh. It's a good thing it wasn't more than
As
that.
the three of you feel this intense malice injected, like, towards you. Like, you feel it's directed towards you. And you get a flash of that eye again. Yes.
I was wondering if that was what was watching.
All right. And then it
That eye?
hits to the ground. She saw an eye when she had her visions.
When I walked
Yeah.
along the
remember?
crack.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I made you draw it and you didn't like it and you hid it in your notebook.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and it dies. Wow.
Mara's
can
gonna
save
drink
that
a
now.
vitality serum.
Yeah, you're at what, 7 health?
4.
Oh, 4.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
So
Vitality
as
serum
this thing
26
collapses,
plus
you
my
see your father
nine.
is
Is there any hint of humanity left in him or
none whatsoever.
Is there any life?
Less than the cat had of cat.
yeah.
Is there any life left in the dude that he tore apart?
No, he's like torn apart.
Okay.
Oh.
So your
I
dad
have to
is
at
kind of
least check.
standing over this guard, and he's just you could see he's quite solemn, and he's like, he was a good friend. I don't know how I'm gonna tell his family. What do I tell his family? You said you've seen this before?
We have.
Remember how I asked if your cat transformed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually just a weird comment, it was true. We've seen this happen to an animal before.
Do you know what's going on?
Not yet.
Mara is just crying and she's like, I'm so sorry.
You're lucky that didn't last longer. The creature could move around and actually pick up like all those statues and trees. It could have thrown them at you too. I didn't get a chance to. But
Goodness.
yep.
We spent so long not hitting anything, but once we started hitting, we started
Oh, you
hitting.
We finished it quick.
Poured through
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But that's what's dangerous is it's hard to hit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
So, okay. So he asks, "Is this the undead?" I mean, he was alive.
I think this is different.
It's unlike anything we've seen before.
The cat
It's
said
an-
it knows it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
This one said it's watching. And I
What's watching?
felt something watching
There-
through those eyes.
We feel there's some dark influence behind this,
Okay.
along with a lot of other terrible things that are happening in the world. I mean, you look like you're a man who might be in the know when it comes to military matters. You've probably heard about the influx of undead
Yes, absolutely.
And we think this might be linked somehow.
Really? And the dwarves?
It's probably linked.
I know the dwarves have been building up their armies on their borders.
Yeah.
They attacked a town in Nashkat.
Yeah. And I think a bigger attack is coming.
We know a bigger attack is
Yes.
coming.
At least we actually just came
And
from Krim.
you think it's all... You came from Krim?
We did.
Yes.
And he looks at you like... I know I wasn't there for your life, but... You gotta be careful. I'm in no place to tell you that. But please be careful.
I can't make promises. I always thought that I would find you and I would stay, but this is big and
That's the biggest
work
case
to
I've
do.
ever been on. That's for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would suppose. I need to report this to the king. You're welcome to stay. Stay as long as you need. Please. And,
Would you like any of us to come with you? We just spoke to the king, actually.
you did?
I
that's
did.
that's what I meant when I said the case brought us here.
Oh.
We were in Krim and then we met some people stationed and sent the message and the king wanted to see and
Well, then this is... yes, okay, please come with me. And what he does is he goes, he talks to your brother, and he's like, August, please find a way to clean up this mess. And
And don't eat it.
yes.
Don't eat it.
and
Probably don't burn it because it's gonna
it taste?
smell
Yeah.
really bad.
no, he says, don't inform the servants that his family is not to find out. I want to talk to them personally.
Mhm.
And then he asks you to follow him, and he goes, and like going to the king, he obviously has a lot of clout with the king.
Sorry, just
Mhm.
on the walk
Mhm.
to the king, I explain a little bit more about the halting to
Okay.
him. I kind of just fill him in on. I think they don't. I don't know that they agree with me, but I think that your coin is from a land that doesn't exist here because it's outside of the halting, and I think the thing that is watching us is outside of the halting, and I saw a vision of it at the crack, and just like any like little piece that I kind of like fill in with these.
So
My dad now knows
Just
about
absolutely
just
overwhelming.
overload him.
He's like, I don't know.
He's like,
so much information, but
I can't imagine anything being beyond the halting. That's such a strange idea. But
I'm
You-
certain of it.
let's go talk to the king. He goes he goes into the king. Like I said, he obviously has some clout with him. He's immediately let in. The king actually pushes some people away to talk to all of you. And your dad tells him all this information, and begins to talk about what you told him about the halting, to which the king's like, I know that already. no, you didn't tell him.
No,
We didn't
You
talk
did
about the
talk about the
halting.
halting to the king. So the king listens to all of this silently on his throne, right? Just very intently. To which he says, well, thank you very much. You three. Oh, there's a fly buzzing
Fly
around.
just hit me in the face.
Go fly.
So he says, you three. I said I'd give you 3 days, but I think I need your decision now.
yeah.
To Krim.
To Krim,
To Vrakum.
find out what this is.
Mm.
If they can infiltrate the center of my home, I'm very concerned about this.
Mhm.
Mm.
Please. Do you need any supplies?
Do
Give me
you
winter
have
clothing.
any good
Yes.
weapons?
Yeah,
we can
winter
get you some
clothing.
winter clothing.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like we need some sort of like cover or disguise to help us
Mm.
get into the city. I just don't know what that is yet. But maybe some like clothing of some variety, or like props or something. Like maybe we're merchants. I don't know. Yeah, so maybe we need to discuss that before we.
I think I
Tell
can
the
figure
king what we
something
need.
out, he says.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I'm pretty sure I can figure something out for that. He, what he does is he gives you 300 gold to supply you on your time there.
Each or?
And what? No, it's 100 each, 300 total.
Okay.
Yeah,
Had
right.
to shoot my shot.
Nice try. You could certainly try. He hands you a bag that he says, in this bag are some items that I think you'll find very helpful, but please do not open it until you arrive at Krim.
Oh.
Okay?
Do we each have a bag,
No,
or
one
just
bag.
one bag?
One bag.
Okay.
Who wants to
Who
hold
does
the
he
bag?
hand it to?
Who's gonna offer their hand to take it?
Mara. I vote Mara.
I will.
Alright.
All
I
right.
will.
So he gives it to you, Mara.
Right, King's mysterious bag.
It's
in
just
your
like a
inventory.
brown,
Yeah.
it's just like a
mysterious.
brown normal bag. Like it doesn't look anything
I think
special.
there's a spot for
It's just
custom
drawn
item.
tight.
Yeah,
There
I
you
have
go.
many customized.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Oh, ready to go.
And he says it's best if you don't open it till you get to Krim, and then what you find in there, keep. I mean, not secret, but just be careful with it.
Okay.
Other people would want it.
Okay.
Okay. And in these times, the less trouble, the better.
Of course.
And then he says, I would offer you horses, but I can't spare any from my army.
Understood.
And I think it would be best if you travel in less conspicuously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll have some of my patrols meet you. And he says at the camp that you originally went to when you escaped Krim. It's like, go there. They will search out a safe place for you to enter the country.
Okay. Can we get horses to that point?
I believe I can do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And with that, he says, "We'll let you get settled through the night here. I'd like you to leave in the morning."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You may all benefit from a long rest.
Ooh, good. I need it.
Yay.
Woo. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have heroic inspiration.
I know.
I
I
know.
was like, afterwards, I was like, I have bardic inspiration.
Dang, nabbit.
See if the players forget everything.
Yeah.
DM gets the advantage. Not that it's me against you, but you know.
No.
Okay. All right. Is there anything that you do with your family before you leave?
Well, I was gonna say, can we sleep there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get any sleep?
I get my 4 hours, which is good
That's fair.
because I
Yep.
couldn't for the other 4 that you guys are sleeping. I'm like, oh my goodness, my family. I don't actually know what Mara would do.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because you've waited all this time to meet them
With
and
no
you've been
plan. I
less
just
than 24 hours. with
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Probably just stay up late talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
See if I can like learn anything. Like I kind of ask about my mother and like what she was like
Your
back
stepmother.
then.
Oh, no, your mother.
My
yes.
mother.
Yeah.
What she was like back then.
Mhm.
And like just because I miss her and I just want to hear a little bit about her. And
Yeah.
I also ask about like magic and do you have any tips for me and do you have anything to like help me get better and yeah, just yeah.
Yeah. So what he says is he has access to magic, but he's never studied it. But he suggests that you speak with Cora as she's quite proficient with it. To which she shows you a few tips and things and
Yeah.
tricks. At which I will give you a special form of inspiration for that, where you can use it either this session or next session if you don't
Ooh,
use it.
Okay.
Nice.
Since we're so late into this one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Okay. And yeah, you stay up sharing stories. Your father tells you all about how your parents met and everything that happened. She actually saved him from a shambling mound. It's called. It's essentially sentient plants that try to eat you.
Crazy.
And that's how they first met.
He was there looking for a mysterious castle. That was sorry. He was looking because of the coin that he found, or were these separate things?
For him, they're separate things. He's just like.
I also asked him more about that journey. Like, what brought you there? Tell me about the...
Actually, wait, no, sorry, wrong. They are not separate things.
Okay, so he
Okay.
was looking because
Yes,
he found this
because,
coin?
Because he was, what it is, so he tells you, well, there's a little more to the story where I picked up the coin in Krim.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Krim, and I found this coin, I picked it up, and there was a dwarven fellow who was nearby. And he said, oh, he stopped me. He's like, hey, that's actually mine, right? And I was like, what are you talking about? I found it on the floor. And he explained to me that he had been in some sort of tunnels and come across this vast mountainous like library, essentially, that spoke of all these things that didn't exist. And in it there was treasure and gold, and he happened to take a few bags, and he said he showed me his house. He lived right where I was, and for listening to him, he let me keep the coin as a gift. But one of the things he told me is that he found a book that talked about some ancient castle, and that there was the secret to finding it lied in Amralia. So I figured I'd try my luck. Never found it. But yeah.
I think that's the same thing that I saw at the crack.
Oh, in those images you saw.
Yes. So I think it is real.
Well, you're going to Krim. Maybe you could find that library.
Mara loves
Did
finding
he-
We love a
Does-
library.
I know you do. And I didn't know that when I was building this campaign, that you'd be looking for libraries all the time. Rather fitting, isn't it?
Do I have directions to? Did the dwarf share
I
anything?
couldn't remember. It was so many years ago now.
Okay.
My family was visiting. I was probably 14.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, I should.
Yeah,
I
we're not
should-
there.
Yeah, you guys were asleep the whole time. I should get some rest, and you should get some rest. And it's so nice
Okay.
to meet you. And
So he gives you a hug. You go to bed. You get your rest
Yeah.
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And in the morning, there's plenty of tears and goodbyes, and Draven and Penn find themselves kind of like, come on, we need to go.
yeah.
And as you exit the courtyard of the castle, the last thing you probably see is your dad's actually standing up on the wall, and he's watching as you leave the city. Okay. You begin your travels back down towards Krim / the Starlit Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It takes, what did I say, 3 days is what it takes on horseback there.
Yeah.
And while you're going,
I thought it was a day and a half. I thought it was 3 days. Because the guy.
Nope. If I look at the legend.
It was at least 2.
Because he said it was
One-
going to take a week.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then-
no, it was a day and a half.
Was it
yeah.
just
It's
a day and a
halftime
half?
with the horses.
So-
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, something's wrong here. What did we... I suck at this. No, it's 3 days. It should... Do you know what it is I did it wrong at that point. Because
1 bar
100
is
miles
2
is
days.
4 days.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's
One bar is
that's
2
like
days.
one. That's like 4 days. That's 8 days worth of travel right there. If I'm
Okay.
looking at the map.
Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah.
And then horse
So
cuts
we're
that in
actually
half.
We're
Like
actually
4 days.
we're actually a day more ahead of the 2-week schedule, and now it's
Okay.
going to take you 4 days. So you've got a week and 2 days by
Okay.
the time you arrive. But before you arrive, you're passing through a small town in Stella Novus, right? When one of the, I would say peasants, but there aren't really peasants in Stella Novus, right? Everyone seems to be a little more well off. One of the individuals comes running up and entreaties the one of the guard who's traveling with you, because what it is the king sends you with a detachment of supplies for the Starlit Citadel, because there is still stuff going on down there, and he's also preparing for a potential invasion from Krim, right? And she stops the leader of the group and starts asking if there's any medical supplies or some help. And you can all give me a perception check.
16.
15.
22.
22. So all three of you hear it. She mentions how everyone in the town is getting sick.
What kind of sick?
No.
They're getting sores all over their bodies, lesions, and it almost seems like leprosy, but it's rampant and it's fast. And she mentions that it started about a week ago when there was an individual who, sorry, I'm trying to fix something here. There was an individual who returned from Everclaim, and coming back from Everclaim, he must have picked up some sort of disease there, and it's been spreading. At the sound of this, there's like a lot of the guards kind of step back, right? They step back like, "Ugh," like we don't want to catch it either. And so they say that he returned from Everclaim, must have picked it up there, it spread everywhere. All the guards step back because they're feeling very like they don't want to catch it. And a few of the paladins step forward and they start to use lay on hands to heal these people. One of the things a paladin can do is they can dump, I think it's 5 health into an individual, although I haven't checked in the new rules. 5 of this pool of healing they have to cure diseases. But as they do it, they say, like, you hear them muttering as they come back, as they've gone through to try and cure a lot of these people, that it was the hardest time they've ever had doing such a thing. That some of them had to try twice. Some of them had to use more energy than usual. It was almost as if the disease itself was fighting back against them.
When this lady was telling about the illness, could I ask, does it affect people's airways? Is there internal bleeding injuries that affect the ability to breathe?
She speaks that some people have had some problems in their airways, but not everyone.
So do I recognize the illness?
It looks similar,
Okay.
but not the same.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Were the paladins they were able to heal people?
They were able to heal most people. Some
Everybody's
seemed too far gone.
looking okay. If I offer my vitality serums, does that do any?
Nothing.
No. Okay.
Nope. The vitality serum seems to have no effect.
Okay. Spent that for nothing.
It's okay. You're gonna have another rest before you.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm getting my wires crossed here. Yes, your vitality serum would work on this.
Okay, I'll give
I'm
both
sorry.
of them then.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting my wires crossed here. Okay.
I could do.
Being a DM, you have a lot in your head sometimes. And
Yeah.
sometimes things go.
I would like
If-
to also help with like my battle medic pack as well. Like,
Okay.
I
So you
I'd
get down
just-
and
I'd
you
go
begin
in
to
and
help.
yeah, assist
If-
with the healing.
If things seem healable, I would also
'Kay.
join in with cure wounds.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even your vitality serum helped with what's his bucket who had been burned. It just wasn't enough to keep him going, right? So, all right. Yeah. And then you pass on towards Krim.
Do we clear disease from that town?
You clear it from anyone who is within a curable state.
'Kay.
There are
Okay.
some who are so far gone. It's just unfortunate.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure it doesn't just respread.
Yeah, no. So essentially, yes, you cure the disease, like you stop the disease itself, but there's some people who are so weak because of having the disease, they still
Yeah.
aren't going to make it. But
Yeah.
like you eradicate the disease.
Cool.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
That doesn't spread more. It's probably somewhere else too. I don't think that's the last time we're gonna find that.
No, probably not.
Okay, onward.
Okay. And you arrive at the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And the camp is bigger now, right? Like they've been prepping, and you can see they're preparing for a potential invasion. And you are greeted by the captain who met you days ago, right? To which he says, "You said the invasion was about a week from now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're getting ready. The king has informed me what's going on. We found a safe way for you to enter Krim.
Oh, good.
Well, as safe as it can be.
Right.
You have clothes, warm clothes. Okay, you're gonna need them. It's getting colder,
Yeah.
and it's creeping in. As you can see, there's frost even on the camp where you are now. Right? It's as if the cold aura of Krim is spreading outwards. Okay? And so they take you not to the hill where you were, but down further where there's a bit of a ravine and a frozen creek. He says, if you pass through here and you keep to the rocks, I think you go about 3 miles in, you'll be able to climb out. Nobody will know you're here.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
There's a lot of trees. When you get to the area with tons of trees, that's where you've got the cover. Climb out. Start your journey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay? And he lets you rest, and so you get all your stuff back. You're full refresh.
Good, good.
And you can start your way into Krim. Direct line
Yep.
To Rackham?
to Rackham.
To Vrackham, and as soon as we cross into Krim, we gotta look in that bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes. So you cross into Krim, and you open up the bag as soon as you get into the ravine. Okay. All right. I need to grab something here. So, first thing you do, Mara, is you open up said bag, and in the you reach into the bag, and the first thing you notice is it feels as if there's no bottom.
Oh,
Heck
Mary
yeah.
Poppins bag.
Yes.
Yes.
The D&D
It is
version.
called a bag of holding.
Oh, you told me
Yeah.
about this.
Classic D&D item.
A classic
Yeah.
D&D item, yes. So, in it, you each find, 3 pairs of boots of the Winterlands.
Oh, I
So,
can't wear those and jump boots at the same
They
time.
are, that is true. They are, but you might be able to fashion a way to make it work, Mrs.
I
Architect.
probably could,
Yes.
I could just turn them into jump
I'd
boots.
allow that.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a wondrous item. It's uncommon. It does require attunement.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
These furred boots are snug and feel warm. While wearing them, you gain the following benefits. Cold resistance. You have resistance to cold damage and can tolerate temperatures of 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like that's quite a bit less in Celsius. Or lower without any additional protection.
Cool.
Okay?
Nice.
And you can ignore
Cool.
difficult terrain created by ice or snow.
Ooh.
Very nice.
That's handy.
Yeah. We can just walk straight up Mount Athactus in these.
So, boots of the Winterlands.
Cool.
You each have them.
We have to rest to be able
First
to do
magic
those.
item.
First magic items of the game.
Should we take a little rest here to put them on and should we take a little rest here to put them on
You
and
can,
attune to
yeah,
them?
a short rest.
Yeah.
So,
Sure. So.
Can I also try to
Attune.
add my jump
if you want to
feature
wait
to the
another,
boots?
if you want to wait another 2 hours,
Maybe just wait till we have a long rest.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll just attune to them for now.
Okay.
Woohoo.
So you have warm clothes, but they very quickly become too warm. Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
perfect because the other people weren't
Yeah.
Yeah.
affected by the cold. So
Oh, we should just ditch our clothes here then.
Put them in the bag of holding.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh yeah.
I'm not getting rid of my clothes.
This
I
is-
like
This is
these.
a nice fur coat.
That's why I wear them every day.
Yeah.
no, we're wearing the winter clothes he gave us, but
Yeah.
He's always
Okay.
in a hole like
that's true.
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
yeah, you are.
So in it is a note from the king saying, best disguise these boots if you want to really blend in.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How?
Yeah.
Can I? Is there any information I know about dwarven fashion that could help me disguise boots
them?
to look like pretty normal?
Give me a what would that be, a performance check?
I don't know. It's whatever you want.
Performance at advantage.
Sure.
Because you're like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it.
Not good.
At advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a -1 to performance.
Oh
so
no.
it's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay, so you know about it, but you lack the artistic skill.
It's funny because even when you asked that, I was like, I don't feel like Draven would have fashion.
It's not necessarily that I wanted to know to put it together. It's just like, how could I make this look like a unassuming
Yeah.
dwarven boot?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Even with, what did you roll?
A 7 and a worse than a 7.
A 7 and a 1?
Probably a
three.
1.
A
and
3.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So you begin your trek to Vrackham.
Wait, we
Have
don't
we
try
been able to
anything else to
disguise the
disguise the boots?
Yeah, do you have a disguise kit? No, you don't, do you?
No.
None of us have
I
a disguise
have,
kit.
like a costume, but
I'd allow you to tear up your last costume to disguise the boots.
Oh.
done.
That's probably
Done.
what we need
Wow,
to do.
alright.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
So they have been disguised.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It says I have 2 left. Did I ever actually use the
You
second
used
one?
2 of them.
You did, yeah.
Yep.
I did.
Yep. You used one to be a mine
A
person,
miner.
and the second to be a mechanical magic.
Right,
oh,
that is
that's
the second
right. The
one.
garbage
Yep.
truck driver.
Okay, yeah, I just
Mhm.
didn't successfully delete it. But cool.
All right. So traveling to Vrackham, the snow gets deeper and deeper, and the terrain gets rougher and rougher. However, you aren't really affected by it.
These
Right.
boots are nice.
They're really nice.
You blend in fairly well, considering the fact that you're not dressed for the weather and it doesn't bother you. And as you get closer and closer to Vrackham, it becomes more and more dwarven, right? There are less and less outsiders. So you two start to stick out a bit more. But it's not unheard of, right? It just draws more attention and more eyes. And always, Mount Athactus has a storm swirling above it.
As we're like getting closer to Vracum,
Mm-hmm.
like I know stuff about Vracum. Like,
Mm-hmm.
would I be able to sort of guess like what we might come across as we approach the city? Like, would we have to state our business there? Like, obviously I'm guessing because maybe things have changed.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. So in the past, Vracum, the gates were open to all, at least in the upper levels. Vracum consists of multiple levels underground, with the lowest level being where the seat of the government is and everything. Unlike those who dwell above ground, the dwarves kind of flip everything on a mirror, right? And the Deep King's home is there.
Oh, that's why he's called the Deep King. Okay.
So, let me bring up... I knew I'd need this today. So, Vracum. La la la. Oh, boy. There we are. Dwarven Kingdom. So, yes. It consists of many levels. Deepest is the home of the palace, and which is the Diamond Spire, known as the Diamendel to the locals. The Diamendel. Inside the Diamond Spire, the Deep King holds regular council with what is called the Obsidian Court. To get to the first three levels of Vracum, there's nothing. To get to the lower levels, there's always been checkpoints and things, because you're getting closer to more sensitive things within Dwarven culture. And you go through essentially what is like customs, right? But for the city. So yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So, it's not out of the question that perhaps these checkpoints have been moved higher.
It's not out of the question.
If, things are locked down more,
Mm-hmm.
which could potentially be the case.
Mm-hmm.
So I will pass on this information to these two, just because neither of you have been to Vracum, right? I don't think so.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, they have not.
Yeah, I don't know fully what to expect. Golden Hill was not normal, and I suspect that Vracum won't be either. So I think we perhaps need to come up with a reason for being here that's not the truth.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So you begin, as you approach Vracum, you see Mount Aethactus. You're essentially at the base of Mount Aethactus now. Snow is falling. It seems like there are dwarves who are constantly shoveling snow away from a large gaping opening in the mountain. It's built with, there's large pillars that come up, and then a lot of stonework at the top. And you can see that it slopes downwards into the base of the mountain itself. And what strikes you, Draven, is there is a large military presence at the doors. And they all seem to be checking people going in, right? And you see the flags at the doors are flying. There's these flags, and what they are is it's the symbol of Clan Iron Hand, which really is just an iron hand in like grasping position, but it's been significantly changed with a snowflake now in the center of it.
Do we remember how to draw those snowflakes?
I have a better idea.
Okay, good.
Okay. What's your idea?
Pass without trace.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh.
Sneak past 'em.
So they're checking people. So there is people kind of going in and out. The gate
Yes.
is open.
It is open.
'Kay.
People are going in and out.
Just have
But-
to go through the checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I cast it.
Okay.
You radiate a concealing aura in a 30-foot emanation for the duration. While in the aura, you and each creature you choose have a +10 bonus to dexterity checks. And you leave no tracks. So you don't even see our footprints in the snow.
Okay. All right. So, you want to sneak in
Yep.
to Vrackham?
Let's try it.
Okay.
Now that, I've just had a thought. That +10 is it says a bonus.
Yeah.
So that's
So
in addition
don't
to what
Yeah.
you already have.
Fail.
Yeah.
Rolls.
Yeah, you're gonna do just fine.
Even if I rolled a 1. Because my stuff is +10 already.
The DC is 15.
Okay,
So-
I should be able to do this.
Let's see what you get, Tim. How does Draven go through?
16.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So what?
36.
36.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
You
What
roll.
is my stealth? Oh, my stealth is a +5, not a +3.
So you get +15.
What did you roll?
A 1.
So you got 16.
I got 16.
Your stealth's a +5?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. You made it. You made it.
Oh, doggy.
I think the only one who could have failed that was you.
Yeah, that's me. And I came real close to doing so.
All right. So, pass without a trace works, and you sneak
Excellent.
And it
So-
lasts for an hour as long as I'm concentrated.
So that might help us get further into
Very
the city too.
Deep, hopefully.
past.
Yeah.
So what I will say is, as you pass through, you see they're literally like checking people's bags and doing things and asking like, what are they doing here? They ask, they ask if they live there, and if they don't live there, what's your business? Why are you here? It's full lockdown, right? And
And we just walk right
and
in.
as you pass by, each of these dwarfs has an ice weapon.
Mm.
And even with your boots, as you walk by, there is a chill that you can feel.
Ooh.
I feel like we just pulled an Assassin's Creed and just like put our hoods up and got in with some priests and just like walked past the checkpoint.
So
Well, we have an aura. Like, they
Yup.
don't even.
Yeah.
you sneak
They don't even
sneak
see
by,
us.
you find an opening when they're letting people through, and you kind of piggyback with them, and they don't catch you. And you find yourself in the entrance of Rackham. The entrance is filled with gold and silver designs all down the walls, and they seem to tell the history of the dwarves as you descend deeper and deeper to the first level. And we will pause there
No.
and find out what happens next week.
I'm so excited to be here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us in the Parted Veil. And we appreciate that you're watching this. Do you want to give us a quick look on our?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been keeping an eye
We've
on
been
our
keeping an eye
subscriber
on our
count
subscriber count
because
and,
we've been getting very close to 100,
mhm.
which is very exciting for us.
It is very exciting.
So
Where are we
let's
at?
just see. 96.
96. Oh, we're so close.
We're going very close.
Okay.
So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please help.
Yes, yes. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed.
Yes, thank you.
And the likes, the comments, it really helps. We're really enjoying this, and thank you to those who are as well. Let's have our closing remarks here.
Our character minis were printed using Banana for Scale 3D printing services, and you can use our code MINDPLAYED20 for 20% off your first order until the end of 2025.
Except for that WizKids
Yeah,
miniature
I
that we...
specifically said
Yeah,
our
yeah.
character.
Okay.
yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Our character minis.
Yeah, one of these days we'll get some close-up shots or videos so you guys can see them. They look
Yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
But yes, if you are enjoying what you see and you'd like to give us a little extra support, we do have a Patreon in place. Please have a look if you're interested. Details are in the description. And if you join us there, you can get access to our Discord, where we are all there and would love to chat with you. So check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you liked the music that you heard today, it is once again Carl Casey's music, White Bat Audio, which you can find on YouTube and Bandcamp.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week in the Parted Veil.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.